Hello, my dear lovely students. This is Miss Nani, and this is the revision for the March test. So this photo is very important. I told you to draw it and keep it. You will draw the number line 0 out of 3, 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3, and the number line of denominator 6, number line denominator 8, number line denominator 4, number line denominator 2. It will help us when he asks us, what are the fractions closer to 1? Here is the 1. Here is the 1. What are the fractions are closer to 1? Here is the 1. 3 out of 3 is the 1. 6 out of 6 is the 1. 2 out of 2 is the 1. And here are the fractions closer to 1. And here are the fractions closer to 0. Here are the fractions closer to 0. 1 out of 6, 1 out of 8, 2 out of 8, 1 out of 4. All that have denominator of 1, a numerator of 1 and 2 and 3 are closer to 0. And here that have numerator of 4, 5, 6, 7 are closer to 1. So now let's please open the revision sheet, and this photo we will need it all the time, so I want to save it. Okay, so let's see here and put it down because we are going to use it. So let me here, I hope you were seeing this. This was the picture that I wanted you to see, that these are the number lines I want you to draw, and these are the big fractions that are near 1. Okay, these are the big fractions that are near 1, and here are the small fractions that are near 0. Okay, so please now let's see here the course material that I uploaded the sheet. So let's go to question number 1. Question number 1 here. Okay, so you will go to course material and you will see math at March test at Miss Nani at revision. And then you click here, so you will see it all open for you. Write two fractions with denominator of 6 that are closer to 0 than to 1. So if you looked here at this photo, let me copy it. Okay, here. And you will see that with the denominator of 6, what are closer to 0 and 1? We have small numerators, which is 1 and 2. So B is the answer. B is the answer. Okay? Let's go to the next question. The next question, choose from the fractions 1/3, 6/8, 4/6, 1/4 to answer. So here he is telling me which of the fractions closer to 1. Closer to 1, I said with the bigger numerators. So I have 6 out of 8 and 4 out of 6. So the answer here, I will choose B and C. B and C. Let's go to the next question. Which two fractions with denominator of 6 that are closer to 0? Closer to 0, so I will take numerators that are small. Which are the small numerators? 1 and 2, 2 and 3, right? Is it 1 and 4? No. Is it 3 and 4? No. So it is 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. So C and D is the answer. Please read the question or try to solve the revision sheet by yourself, then see the revision answers, okay? So if I know all of you will answer right, but if you forgot something, when you do it, you will remember it after you see the answers, not before. You solve first, then you see the answers. Let's see here, 3 out of 8 and 3 out of 6. What is our rule? of you write after me. The fraction with smaller denominator is the bigger fraction, okay? So which fraction is the small denominator, 6 or 8? Denominator, number down, denominator, so 6 is the fraction with smaller denominator, so 3 out of 6 is greater fraction, is the greater fraction. So this is our answer, that it is the greater fraction, 3 out of 6. And write this, please write it down. Thank you. Let's go to the next question. Compare with smaller than, greater than, or equal. So I said, what's my rule? What's my rule that I had? The fraction with smaller denominator is the bigger fraction. So this is the fraction with smaller denominator. So it is the bigger fraction. Let's go to the next question. 2 out of 4 and 3 out of 4. 2 out of 4 and 3 out of 4. What is the other rule I have? The other rule I have that the fraction with bigger numerator is what? Is the bigger fraction. So if it is the numerator that is big, the fraction is big. If the denominator that's big, the fraction is small, because it's down, not in the up. So this is the rule. So 2 out of 4 or 3 out of 4? No, 3 out of 4 is bigger. 3 out of 4 is bigger. This is the answer, is this one, the first one. Don't forget. Let's go back to the next question. So the rules are very important. Write it down, save it, retain it, okay? Compare with smaller than, bigger than, or equal. 4 out of 6 and 4 out of 6. What do you think? I think it is great. Equal. So you will write here equal, okay? So the fraction 4 out of 6 and 4 out of 6 are equal. Compare smaller than, greater than, or equal. 4 out of 4 and 2 out of 6. 4 out of 4 equal to 1. Any number divided by the same number is 1. So 4 out of 4 is a whole number, a whole. And 2 out of 6 is only 2. If I have 6 parts, have only 2 parts of the 6. So left 4, I don't have the whole. So 4 out of 4 is bigger. Excellent. Please pause the video, answer the sheet, then see your answers. Here he is asking me, students in 3rd grade class at Blue Elementary are doing their homework. The table shows how much each student has completed so far. Has Greg or Edwin completed the greater fraction of his homework? So let's go and see. This is Greg, 4 out of 6. Edwin, 5 out of 6. So of course, Edwin, because the numerator, what's my rule? The fraction with bigger numerator is the bigger fraction. So 5 out of 6 is greater. So the answer is Edwin. The answer is Edwin. Okay, so you will choose Edwin is your right answer. Okay, let's go to the next question. Oh no, let me only, because I want the rules to be with you all the time. Okay, so here he wants me to see which is bigger and which is smaller. Third or half. So if you look at this is the half in the red, and in the violet this is the third. So which is bigger? The bigger is half. So third is smaller. So he's writing here the third, here the half. So third is smaller than half. Third is smaller than half. Okay, so this is your right answer. This is your right answer. Third is smaller than half. Let's continue to our next question. Here also, what is the question that he is asking? Eighth half equal how many of the eighth? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So half equal fourth of the eighth. Fourth of the eighth. Half equal fourth of the eighth. This is from equivalent fractions. Let's go to the next question. 2/3 is what? Half. So this is 2/3. Let's go and see which is bigger. 2/3 or half? This is 2/3 and this is half. So 2/3 is greater than half, right? 2/3 is greater than half. Greater than. 2/3 greater than half. Let's go to the next question. 1/5 equal 2 out of what? So what did I multiply the 1 to get the 2? I multiplied 1 by 2. So 1 multiplied 2 is 2. Then 5 multiplied 2 is 10. Excellent. So 1 multiplied 2 is 10. Perfect. Let's go write it. You are perfectly right. So it's 10. Let's go to the next question quickly, quickly. Okay, so he is now telling me that, okay, so, okay, my lovely, lovely, lovely girls, let's complete. So here, this fraction are equivalent fractions. They are the same. Yes, you see here that this red equals the violet area. So yes, true. It is equal to each other. So it is true. Let's complete to the next question. And this, of course, we solved it. It was Edwin. And this one out. If you saw it, repeat it. It's okay. Solve it again. I repeat, so you will solve it, solve it, solve it, solve it. So you will not forget. And this 1 out of 5 equal 2 out of 10. 1 out of 5 equal 2 out of 10. So the answer is 10, right? Let's go to this question. 1 out of 4 equal what? 1 out of 4 equal 4 multiply what equal 8? 4 multiply 2 equal 8. 1 multiply 2 equal 2. So the answer is 2. The answer is 2. 5 out of 5 is equivalent to what? 5 out of 5 is equivalent to 10 out of 10. Okay? 1 out of 3 is equivalent to what? I multiplied 1 multiply 5 equals 5. 3 multiply 5 is 15. Excellent. So the answer here is 15. Then I have half is equivalent to what? We said 4 out of 8. Half is equivalent to 4 out of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent, girls. Let's go complete. This fraction is equivalent to the first fraction, of course, you see. Which one? The first fraction. Okay, so this fraction equivalent to that fraction. These fractions are equivalent? Yes, true, they are. 1 out of 3 equals 2 out of 6. Multiplied 1 multiplied 2 is 2. 3 multiplied 2 is 6. Yes, true. So the answer is true. Yes. Okay. Let's complete. Equivalent fractions are equal fractions in ratio. True. Yes, they are equal fractions in ratio. Yes, you are right. What does this picture represent? It represents half, 1 out of 2. Represents 1 out of 2. 2/3 and 1/3. What is the rule? If the numerator is greater, the fraction is greater. So 2 out of 3 is greater than. Yes, excellent. 2 out of 3 is greater than 1 out of 3. 4 out of 6 and 4 out of 8. What is my rule? If the denominator is big, the fraction is small. If the denominator is small, the fraction is big. So the answer is greater than 4 out of 6, greater than 4 out of 8. 3 out of 3 and 3 out of 8. So 3 out of 3 is a whole, is 1. And 3 out of 8 is part of the 8. So 3 out of 3 is bigger. 3 out of 3 is bigger. Okay, now here he is asking me to do the third and half, and we said that the third is smaller than. The third here is smaller than half. The third is smaller than half. And now, my lovely girls. Okay, my lovely girls. So that was the revision, and here I said the third is smaller than half. The third is smaller than half, and here also 2/3 is greater than half. 2/3 from here to here, you see 2/3 is greater than what? Greater than the half. Okay, so you were right. Greater than the half. Okay, 2/3 are greater than the half. And that was the end of our revision. I hope you all understand everything. Any question, please send me, and good luck. Bye. Thank you.